adesua no nso so no ye koni sei ade a mema me viewers me followers ati ase ne say Nixas excellent TV no hima apom ye de me pamcho enkomo na ye bedi no anase enkomo na ye di no ana adesua na ye sua no wa ha anytime bia oh me call juma ebo be 7 na mesa call juma why your friend say enkomo na ye di ni wa ha da bia no enkomo na ye ba ha bedie eni adesua na ye ba ha besua no ade ba ko a me pese me ma ye mu dodo no ate ase say me de ade kire we ba anase me de adesua we ba e de bre omo pe ne kore kira kwan me kan sisu biem omo pe ne kore bi akira kwan minim say enkramosom na ewo ho no we have a whole lot of people womu wo questions womu pese womu bisa nanso akwanya ni ho ma womu se womu bebisa ena sa akwanya na beda ho mu womu se womu misa kora no a ye womu nya ano yie obi ho kora na ye ka wo ma no tum enti ama ensem bisa bi wo nipa dodo no mu a womu expect se nka womu benya ano yie ade afiri womu mpanimfo odi womu anim no ho enso womu mfama womu sankrofo yinti na ya ameba okay mini ama obi a wono ne de wono ankasa ama ne ho kwan ama sombe ti sankramosom no efra nani of course isramosom no efra ni pani esisi ni paaso especially omo fira chiri na omo beji sum ni tumo no okay omo fira chiri beji sum ni tumo no isramosom no efrefra womani esisi womaso enti sankrofo no ya na woni wo mu hia na utu omofo ana wo kan nsem bi dia kire omo atwe omo ni abo omo so a ya na enafom ena ye wo omo nso a omo ni no efrefra wo maso na sisi but omo pe ekwan ya omo befa so omo benya yaresa enti ensem enkomo na ye die na na adesua na ye de ba no eya yaresa de ma omo pe yaresa wo omo yade omo yare ye no yes enti mami mputu no in this way enkomo na ye die no ye ayaresa de ma omo pe ayaresa free omo yade na omo yare ye no I mean esomo no a efre ne nkremosomo no efrefra ni esisi aso ye wo omo ade are proud say wo ni efrefra no wo maso asisie ene ye wo omo nso a omo ni efrefra no wo maso asisie no enya de a wo ni je ho enye wo mo fe enye wo makono okay omo pere se omo benya yaresa bi na omo tumi ante wo mo enti sa nkrofo no a womo no sa yade na aye womo no eha womo no womo na ya na tabusa questions ewo esomu ni mu nanso dabia me kasa asem we there is this guy there wo TikTok hanum say enani dini no since amishia ni nyina na ye frɛ ni sule no wa change no wa be ni yellows I think so am say ni dini ye yellows as say wa be ye ni sa wono wo kan sem bi wo ye ex-Muslim wo kan sem bi wo me Facebook live so I think say 2018 was say asking the truth from Islamic sheikh and answer Islamic scholar. It's like asking your slave master to flee you. Okay? Say wo slave master say o ma o kwan na dwane. Say wo ya wadwen say o pe ne kure bi afri sheikh bi ana o malam bi ho ana leader bi a wodi wanim won kremosom ni mu. Ete say de wo slave master say o ma o kwan na dwane. Of course, wo be ye a leader of friend who sheikh of friend who malam of friend who whatever pe wono wo hye na se no wa be ye ni slave en wono no ye wo slave master enti enye ije se obe free wa mo wako se wan kasa no wan plan hwehwe se wo be dwane a o ma wo kwan ma wo nko ebere bia no wo be keep you won kremosom ni mu and adia ba akoso enkremosom ensi ho kwan na enha adwene won kremosom ni mu se wo be twa ntoro na wo de keep nipa won kremosom ni mu ubetwa ntro na wama nkremosom no agina ne nan so ubetwa ntro na wo dia da nipa atwe wo mo de wo ma sumu ni mu eno ye gidie kase ba ko wo nkere mo sumu ni mu enti mo ma ye nhwe nso ene ye bedi nkomo bi na enkomo no mede ma obadwemba okay enkomo na ye bedie no mede ma obadwemba ene said ye meka ya no wona wo hwehwe won yade na omo yare na kira kwan no omo na sa nkomo we eda hode mo omo mepa mo cho mohunu we de no a eda me soro no mohunu we de na eda me soro no tawhid no meaning no eye oneness of Allah. Tawhid meaning eye oneness of Allah. Sa nkomo we na me na wo ba bedie hwe esomo bia ni ho a wa asase so a enyame a ewo mo no enyi ntum se enyame ewo wiase dooso. Okay, esomo bia wa asase so bia gitum se enyame ewo wiase dooso, including enkremosom egitum. Na dabia meka se di enkramofo we se ye ne se esansa enkremosom no omo no agenchire bi afiri mpanimfo bi edi kan ne ho eni nchire mu bi afiri mpanimfo odi kan ne ho ama de na ba beye se atena wo mo so enti se asemo no wo mu di ka te ya na nchire na omunya ye no se omo te foforo a na akwaye wo mo te se de nipa na kan wo ka horodo rada sem wo kan nsem a enim nsemu na nipa na kan nanso afe na ye no mo no omo kenkai Bible na omo komu deep ye no ma ye kenkai Quran na ye komu deep no afe na ye no mo no ye ka ne kura bi asa ngoma no ka what did make catch no afe na ye no mo no ye ka ne kura bi a engoma no na eka he ma me ka sa mu chiro Allah enye Allah ne me nka ne say Allah enye wono nko na wo ye the operator. Okay, nye ono nko na operate. I agree with the fact say Allah is only one. That's it. I agree with the fact say Allah is the only one. Okay, only one. Okay, and what we all know is say nyame bia ye only one. Nyame bia anyam yenu. Nyame bia anyam yensa. Nyame bia anya nine. Nyame biti say tano. Okay, nyame biti say tano. Esuo tano. Enye fa akope no woda wo Ghana. Wotwa Ghana ho hia. Ba bia wo beduru bia esuo tano wo bia no. Eye tano kro no ane wo ho. Enti wo ye ba akope. Anto the same thing. Bosom na nwuro. Wo twa Ghana ho hia. Bosom na nwuro. Wo Ghana ahodo Ghana nkuro ahodo bebrebe mu. Eye se nyame ba akope no a. Wokọ kuro bi so na akoto se na nwuro wo ho a. Na wokọ different kuro so na akoto se sa bosom na nwuro no ho no a. Enche se na nwuro ne yemienu. Oya ba akope na emomo no ne branches ne dooso. Me ka dia besi asem so enti nya abotere ne tie me. Okay. Se ohwe Jewfo ne side no a. Wo mu gidi say the Yahweh is the only one God. Because wo mo no wo mu nyame no wo mu frɛ no Israel nyame. Okay. Old Testament ne confirm say o mai bia wo ni nyame. Okay. Old Testament no e confirm say o mai bia wo ni nyame. Say nyame no ye frɛ ne Yahweh no. Jewfo ne gitum say eye wo mu nyame no. Enti wo mu frɛ no Israel nyame. Ye nuanam Ghana fo kora na som no na omo gini die no wo mo didini Israel nyame dia man meaning say Israel nyame na wo mo som no. Okay, but say nyame ni gitum say enye wo no nko ne nyame a o operate wo wiase. Se woko ye friend say a Christopher no so side nso a wo mo nso gitum say wo mo nyame na ye baako nanso wo ye 3 in 1 God enye baako pe na operate. Were 3 in 1 God. Okay? Enti wo God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Omo ye 3 in 1 God. Enti omo mi ensa operate. The same thing applies to Allah. Me ba be kire wade bi. E wo kro anim ma woni na ho. Okay? Yanhwade. What is the meaning of Tawhid? Tawhid is oneness of Allah. Almost say Allah ya baako nenso where oneness. Uko school kakara. Ya no mone die ebia bebia uko school ni koduru ye nro. Uko school kwa wanim kakara. Okay. Ye kase adie bi oneness ase ne say. Adie bi ne oneness ase ne say. Before say me na wo beko Quran ni mo no. Ye ko check the meaning of tawhid ene nia nipa dodo na agini di eye AI. Ena nipa dodo na agini di. Enti menya abotre mako AI mako pe the meaning of tawhid. Me de ba beto so no yakai. Ye was some keywords bi wom. Ye be check the meaning of those some keywords no. Na ye di abie ye di sa key no di abie padlock no di amount. Na wo hunu ye say Allah is among of that 360 gods, and he will continue to be among of the 360 gods. Okay? Now what Muhammad did, ne say, okay, nyamini nyina boom, and wa ye ne baako. Because now, say, o cheke, rituals are now omoyano wakaba ne ho, okay? Before Muhammad, you know, rituals are no omoyane kaba no. Esan say na enyamene dooso. Na enyamene dooso no na obia demand for ne rituals and ne sacrifice. Enti ne wono ne sum motia no kwa wo ne rituals awokoye ne wono ne sum maybe osum ensuo no okwa wo ne rituals ne sacrifice awokoye de wono ne sum mfnama wo rituals awokoye de wono ne sum bosome no wono ne sum ensoroma de wono ne sum awia de wono ne sum asase de wono ne sum nua obia wane rituals ane wo mokoye no wo no. So Muhammad bekan rituals ni nyina bomu beye ne baako in a sense say obeye nyame ne se baako edema omo. Quran be di ko di ama ma woni na ho. Me say untumi nka enchire yen say Allah doesn't operate with any other god. Allah operates with other gods, and Allah nankasa jini hutum say he Allah or she Allah is limited, and he is what was superior or be a what to me be a or no Allah ne shenase. Okay, what no Allah ni jini hutum say what to me be a or no Allah no was shenase. Na ono ne nye say or moro say nyameno or no shenase no or moro ne so me woni na ho. Ma me nkwa ase na me nkyere wade. Am chome bawo. Yan hwa de wa ha. Mame yusu de say. Ame ntumi nya ne ketwa no obi antumi nkai. Me pacha yan hwa de wa ha. The meaning of tawhid, okay? Meaning of tawhid, okay? Tawhid meaning oneness is the core concept of monotheism in Islam. Is the core concept of monotheism in Islam, emphasizing the belief in one God into bracket Allah. It signifies, okay? It signifies, okay? It signifies. It signifies that Allah is unique, okay? Allah is unique, has no partner or equal, and it is sole creator, okay? Sustainer and Lord of the universe. I repeat, Tawheed, meaning oneness, is the core concept of monotheism in Islam, emphasizing the belief in one God, into bracket Allah. It signifies that Allah is unique, has no partner or equal, and it is the sole creator, sustainer, and Lord of the universe. Okay, here are the more details. Breakdown. Okay. Yenhwe. Enti where they know the oneness of Allah. Enti we are be checking the meaning of oneness. Enti the word the key word over here no oneness. Enti we are be checking the meaning of oneness, and abera ye betuma use the word oneness na dia ma bibi no ye be check it. Okay. Enti yenhwe ade. Was it here are more details breakdown. The foundation of Islam, Tawhid, is considered the most fundamental belief in Islam, forming the basis of other Islamic belief. Okay, Islamic belief and practices. It is expressed in the Shahada, the Muslim declaration of faith. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Okay, so Tawhid, enkramofo no kire se the oneness of omunyame no eno eye the fundamental believer won kremusum ni mu a eno na obeye kremoni a wudi ka gitum ansana yamawo watimi adwane nkremusum. That is la ilaha illallah Muhammadu rasulullah. There is no God but Allah, Muhammad is the messenger. Okay, and makasa se mo say I agree with the fact that Allah is one, but Allah in the Quran was expressing him, and wama wobia who say he is not the only God operating in the religion called Islam. Okay, I repeat, in the Quran, no, Allah wamaya hunu na wamaya tiase say he is not the only God operating in the religion of called Islam. Allah no jina ne baby. Ena ye wo nyame foforo bi de kan ho yenko the oneness, then yembreki niama down fama. The meaning of oneness yenhwe na yemra sisia. No yenyan. Okay, the meaning of oneness. Oneness refers to the state of being unified. Okay, me pacha underline the word unify. We are checking the meaning of unify. So okay, oneness refers to the state of being unified or singular. Okay, where distinctions and separations dissolves into a sense of a whole. In valuation, philosophical, spiritual, and religious tradition. Okay, into oneness, I refer abera eniyama bi aka won ho abom, ade bi aka won ho abom na abaya baako. Okay, oneness, I refer abera ade bi anase niyama bi aka won ho abom na o mabaya baako. Eniyama bi aka won ho abom anase ade bi aka won ho abom na won abaya baako. For example, okay, for example, yes, I will finish it. Don't worry. Why? Meaning I will finish it. Okay, for example, yenya color yellow, every mixing of some colors be and ye benya yellow color. Okay, sana the same thing and ye benya green color. Okay, ya mix some colors be and ye benya one color. Okay, so ne color no colors no ya di benya yellow no ne oneness and ye the word yellow no. Okay, colors no ya de mix ya ne benya yellow no ne oneness and ye yellow no. Okay, that's it. Enti dia me pesa mount asen say eya ade bi nka momu, ade bi nkeka bomu, ene bema ye benya ade baako. That is the oneness of that thing. Yanto aso mame nka ne nsini hade. We say oneness refer to the state of being unified or singular, where distinctions and separation dissolve into a sense of a wholeness. In various philosophical, spiritual, and religious traditions, oneness describes the interconnectedness of all things. Okay, Oneness describe the interconnectedness of all things. Enti se oba your friends say philosophical mu, spiritual and religious tradition mu ye ka se ade bi oneness a eye niema nyina enkeka bomu na abaye baako. Okay, niema nyina keka bom na abaye baako. Enti ye ni ade se sadie we ye enonko a yamfa bibia nka ne ho a ye use the word oneness no in that state. So oka se wo define ade no a se wo define ade no a se wo define ade no a ade a eye baako pe yamfa bibia nka ne ho enama ye benya baako no se wo define ade na ye use the word oneness emfa ma no na mom ade a ye bedwone eniema mienu miensa enan ede koro aka bom ama ya benya ade baako no that time no na wo define ade no a utumi use the word oneness edema no. Okay, enti yanto ankomo no so na ye hwa ade wo say interconnectedness of all things, emphasizing that everything exists in harmonious relation with each other. Okay, it can also pertain to the idea of unity among individuals. I repeat, it can also pertain to the idea of unity among individuals. Okay, oneness, you know, and also no, it can pertain of say ebia nipe wo kuro nyina mu na ebia esono obia na adwene esono obia na braba obo esono obia na mamere na mane esono obia na kasa woka na omaimu ni nyina ye wona adwene se da bi yempe amamere ne amane baako yempe kasa baako yempe su ne ban baako na yemfantena kronim emane nko nanim. Okay, at that point, you know, we use the word oneness for this particular thing that happened. They have come together as one, and then they are going to do everything together as one. And in that situation, if you want to find a word for that situation, a honum now bet me into the word oneness at the amount the no. Yantuaso emuda hopa. Okay, yantuaso. It can also pertain to the idea of unity among individuals, communities, or the universe as a whole, promoting concept of peace, understanding, and collective consciousness. In essence, oneness highlights the common essence shared among all being and all things. Oneness, the last statement was say oneness highlights the common essence shared among all being and all things. Enti se ye ka se adie bi oneness no o de betwi mu adie bi eba akoye adie bi eba akoye eniema nyina aka bom na aye baako. We use the word oneness for that thing. Okay, and Muslims believe in Tawheed. That Tawheed refers to the oneness of Allah. If Allah is one and operating alone in the Islamic Islamic religion, how are you going to use the word oneness to fit Allah being alone, operating alone in the religion called Islam? Answer the question. How can you use the word oneness to fit Allah alone, operating in the religion, doing everything in the religion by himself alone, and who use the word oneness at the man? How can this be possible? Me say, mene bademba eni nyansani na ekasa. Ne opa ayaresa ama ne ho, me di ayaresa duro na ebreo. Ayaresa ena me de ebreo because minim sa Islam somono eye somo a efrefre ni esisi aso mumu bebrebe no ani afrefra mumu bebrebe no aso asisi and yawo omo a wo maso asisi no omo ani afrefra no omo pa ayaresa de amo omo ho a wo mo hwehwe ye mu bi se ye kira kwan na wo mo nya ye tie no wo masa wo mo ho yade enti mu oni na ho enti se the meaning of oneness, a more the whole clear. Edi amaye nyina ma yate ase say oneness no a single thing cannot be defined as oneness there. Eni anadwene hu yie the entire mon kramofo no moji the word tawhid edie. Na eye one of the fundamental believer ekutamo. Dwene ho fa ko chire. Enti so check Quran a abera Muhammad e ma ne ho so a na oye ne niama wo kroni mu no ensemu a Arabians no ebibu sa ne se akwa we waye anyame ni nyina ba akwa na ade we ya waye de waye ekrulio sten waye ade a ehu because I say wabeka anyame ni nyina bom no waye ne ba akwa. That is what we call tawhid in Islam. So you believe the word tawhid and you are trying to tell us there is any other God in Islamic religion except Allah. Are you okay? Meanwhile, the Quran no ajia to me say tawhid na mu yusu de ma Allah no. Correct because tawhid according to the Quran, Allah does not operate alone in the religion. Until the Quran the word tawhid ni tum waji tum say Allah is not alone operating in the religion. But mono eya mo feri say mo bedi atum say mo da so some abosom 360 no mo na mo try say mo be explain things amira make sense. Nanso makasa asem way you cannot defend the Quran and you cannot defame it. You cannot defend it, you cannot defame it. When there is an exposure in the religion, the Quran and the Hadith will help you expose it. When there is a defense in the religion, okay, in the religion, the books, which is the Quran and the Hadith, will help you defend it. Don't try to defend Islam because Islam is bigger to defend it. Okay? Mu go mu hu ani mu ase. Yanto ankomo so. Me pacho yanhwe the word unify. Yanhwe the word unify na yanhwe no nso ade wa ha. Okay. Ye wi ebe kokoro ani ma na me ma me kasa angwa. Me wi amama mkwa amama baso. Yanhwe the word unify. Okay. This is the word unify. What does it mean? The meaning of unify is say make or become united, uniform or whole. Okay. The new chief executive said he hoped to unify the company. So the word unify, which also describe or which also appear the meaning of oneness. And so amaya hunu say whenever you will see the word unify means say wo ye niema bi eniema bi wo keka niema bi abom ana wo ye niema bi baako. Okay. Enti se okopam watade a okọ akopam atade a on se atade na okọ wo de wo star kọ de akọche tele ni no okọ no watontoma mu e na de akọ ale na mfa ntoma ne nkata ho esan se entoma no se oka se wo de kata ho a star a wo pese wo de ya wo no unya enti wo de beko entoma ne beko akoma tele ni na wo twitwa no enkete wo wi a na wakeka bom owi a na wo benya atade baako no a wo pe no. That is the oneness of entoma na yetwitwa no. What did you make no? Now, ma me mfa unko Quran na me nkyere wo say Quran na wo ho no. Said dia maka na kyere no. Even Allah himself no gini hu tum say enye wo no nko na operate. Allah ne gini hu tum say wo nyame bia oso kyee no. Allah ne gini hu tum say wo nyame bia wo no wo hye nase. Enti wo no kora se wo hwe mu a Allah no wo ye a messenger from the nyame no eso kyee no. Se o check Quran no se de Quran ne kasa no Allah na nkasa no wo ye nyame a wo ye somafo edema anyame a wo mo so kyee no. Yen hwa asem bi wa ha. My own cockroach anymore. Me had it. I have been medical good. I mean, sure we had it. Okay. Until the mamma for 70-40 no emransa. Maybe a messiah ama different aya. Okay. 70-40 we yedikai akai ama mu nyina mo hunu biem. Bet yes so. Okay. Yes so biem. Was say I swear, so I swear by the Lord of all rising and setting that indeed we are able. Enti me de epoye ahodo ne atoye ahodo ne wura nyankopon no di nsese yetumi yewotumi. Okay. Enti wana ekasa wa ha no Allah na ekasa. Wo say wono Allah no de epoye ene atoye nyankopon no edi nsese ono ene se nyankopon no omutumi. I repeat, what they say nyame the God, the Lord of all rising and all setting no. What did it do say? Now what they ono ne ho aka say nyame no ho say omutumi. Enti yetumi. First person kasaye ena wo kasaye e wo nyame bidin. Wo wie na wo de ne ho e kan nyame no ho ena wo kan wo mbo mu. Ena wa be ma ye statement bi wo say yetumi. Until this one only Quran explain the Tawheed, which is the oneness of Allah. No? It explains it because Allah, no, He knows to say He doesn't operate alone in the religion called Islam. Enti nyamea osoche no, nyamea owo ni mu che no, nyamea odi mu che no, wode ne kan ntam, en wode ne ho kan ne ho say otumi. Anase omutumi. Yenhwa sembi nso wo Surah 16 ayat number 40. Yenhwa sembi wa ha. Not this one. Show we. New way sense so meba. Be new way. Membera yo wini ama bera nka mejawa inti ha ho ai. Membera o. Se ko ba se me metena se nka ne kora. No. Aya na my screenshot too. Okay, o dia yenhwe 3047 me wi am the 1640 ne beba. Be screenshot na me de atoso. Me screenshot na me de atoso. Yunus. Islam is too big for your knowledge. Islam is too big for your knowledge. But to me, Islam is too small for my knowledge. Why? Islam is too small for my knowledge. To you, Islam is too big for your knowledge. And until I walk in Kaya, just a walk on your free say, Nimu dear one, Nimu chain one ho, no wako penchiri mu. Me kaya meti asiye, because Quran watch it who say thank you. Quran Surah 30, ayat number 47, yenti asembi waha. And we have already sent messenger before you to their people, and they came to them with clear evidence that we took retribution from those who committed crime and incumbent, okay, upon us was support of the believers, okay. You share the word we, ewaha, and you share the word us, ewaha. Entity statement in here, me say, it takes only those or more no correct kwan. Ena wo mu hia nsem bi say ewo enwoma ni mu a omo mfrefre omo ni wo ho ye ko school no ye brofo kakra ye suaye no nipa ba akofo kasa wo no nko ani din mu a when you use the word we, when you use the word us, nipa ba akofo kasa wo no nko ani din mu a when you use the word we, when you use the word us. But abera all kasa wo nipa mienu miensa din mu no, all kasa wo nipa mienu miensa din mu no, na wono ni gyina dia ma se group no all kasa esan se eye wone nkrofukuo bi ho nkomo na odie nti obey issue the word we and us. The word we, the word us, the word our. Obey issue all these three words because all kasa ewo wone nkrofukuo bi dinimu. Enti ensensi aya ne so biem. Ye wi a no waforo soro ha ba Yunus. Why? Ye wi a no waforo soro ha ba. Wa be ye mema sem wo ha. Questions na ubusa no wase ho no. Oforo soro ha no obebusa sa questions no. Na afa ya having interaction na ya ho ba bia nimu de eni nyansa wo. Thank you for making me number one. Yen ton komo so. We say and we under the word we and we have already sent before you to their people. Okay? Yen no yasoma asomafo ewo wanim yen yasoma asomafo ewo wo wanim. Okay? Before say wo Muhammad wo beban na yedi kai asomafo akoma wo mo dada enti yen enye nipa baako. This is what we call the oneness of Allah. This is what we call Tawheed. Yen enye baako. Yen to aso. Or say, and they came to them with clear evidence. And they came to them with clear evidence. Enti omoba omonche me fan say adansia emuda ho ebere wo mu me wi o meka twi ni said your monkrofo ne sia twi no me kan ne dia mam. Was it then we took retribution from those who committed crime. And now omo ye adebone no yen ye tua omo soka. Yen ye tua omo soka. Yen ye tua omo soka. Enti ala na e kasa no. E na wo yusu yen ede ma na ho. Why? Because said ye di ka hwe ayat 70 ayat number 40 no. Woni enyame bi na operate. Enyame bi ti say the Lord of all rising and all setting. Okay? Okay, kai ayas ni bi wo Qur'an ni mu a wode anajo e kantam wode bosome e kantam wode apoye eni atoye e kantam. Okay? Enti all these are gods are Allah many omo operate. Muhammad e bagaye no obeye enyame ni nyina baako obe unify omo nyina ena wode Allah ni di animu na woye ni say Allah no na enye the leader. Said ya wu gidie no be the Quran no Allah ate de ho to amani pa nyina ate ase said there be he can never be a leader. And it can never be possible because ebi mo so che no enti se wo pese wo kan sem bi man krofo a wo mo som no that time no Muhammad ne call wo mo nchen no wo pese wo ka bibi mo wo mo te ase a wonim se no wo mo gi anyame bidi. That is the God of the sun. Okay? The sun goddess, the moon, the stars, oji wo mu gidi. Omu nim se se anyame ne wo tumi. Enti se ono Allah ne beka bibia mo mate ase a e wo se wo de se anyame ne kantam e man krofo ne hunu se da bi asam oyi ne ka no eye no kore na yendi ye kire nti e wo se Allah no de se anyame no kantam omba no ma beka tro se enti mu wonu se he is the creator of all things. Enti ade na wode boy no wode ka ne hontam nyansa be ne wom se tumi nyina ewura e wo se wo kantam ansa na nipa bi agewadi nyansa be ne wom se tumi nyina ewura wo a wo kasa ade nyina yedin wo na bibia wo boy bibia hye wona yase e wo se enipa je wudia e wo se wo bie wa no kantam se de enipa kantam no ansa na nipa agewadi enyan kora o. Me say it takes only the people, only the wise people, only the intelligent people who are finding the truth, and omo betin sama ye kan yase na omo a sabi omadwen no Satan Johnson ayemu mana de omo ntin sam na ye kana se enti ye hwetwi no wo say ampa se ye di kan ampa se ye di kan hwan na hwan ampa se ye di kan hwan na hwan na di kan me pa chaw se me no kasa na me kase oh ye kokobo bora ubebu sam se me no hwan na kobo ana obeka se me nko ame bora me kobo ye no enwo asem na me ka once am isu ye ko ne de ana ye di kan ne de na tese nya me nko na me ko ye enti asem no America no me kan wo me ne nkrofo obi dinim me say ena mete ho na me bisa me ho question say so enti eye sa Muslims way obi ti say Eliesu okay we say mu no omo say let the Bible and the Quran speak omo ye comparison okay religious comparison no eye sa nkrofo we ya edu se womo kai nkrofo bi nwoma de a adwene no eye adwuma ema womo find errors ewo nkrofo nwomam be pinpointing out to the trenipa samosom na mudi a kire ni nyansa ni mtemu ntwe mu mfire ho na omuwuro mudi ani mudi a esanse satan mo no Satan jonso aye wo madwene mu manti no adwene no anya adwuma nti omo kan kora na omo nte ase oyeneba how why truth is one as or whatever how ye we are for soro ha say ne bra okay me baby request la na tum say see in fact ma men peke mo kora okay ma men ka twi ni si na men peke mo why for soro ha ne bra okay for soro ha ne bra enti no ma men ka twi yin si in fact na men peke mo kora thank you me da say what say ampa say ye di kan soma asomafo di wanim kan ma woko wono nkrofo ho wode nyina soadne nchirechiremu pefe bere won na yetua won a wodi bone ne soka na yetua omu di bone no yetua won soka okay yetua won soka eye yasedie se ye boa agidiefo eye yasedie se ye boa agidiefo eye yan yasedie se ye boa agidiefo me pacha wo wo a wo se wo adwene mu ye adwuma na wonim de wo anim no me pacha kasa na ekoso ha no kasa fa nipa ba ko ho ana thank you ma me nkopa ne so me se na program enhye danwa esi aka me be 1 hour enti ma me makwan na guest ne momra so me ya na me piki say ya da me hia kremoni o wa kokoduro obeforo soro ha aba okay me hia kremoni a o wa kokoduro obeforo soro ha aba na me nsa na me kan what be disprove na ma wo bia wo so bia hu se da bi sankofa se wonimu ne ye wo kan thank you ma me koso me kopa ne so possibility ma me ha de daddy me peke why daddy me who say daddy Joe was so bet ma me ha de possibility we Muslim
yeah me a Muslim
okay you can say tawhid as you say
tawhid nyame bako nyame bako oneness of God yeah
okay enti you can say ade bi ye oneness as you say
ade bi ye oneness ade koro ade bako
okay enti okay now before say me na wo beko na ya check the meaning of oneness no e bia ye kan na uni ha ega e bia wo manim wo anim wo betimi ya chere ase ama na to asomu ade abesi asema wo kan so me pa cha aya wo ya ye ko tu ye no okay sura 30 ayat number 47 no me pa cha eye nipa ba ko ho eye tumi ba ko ho asem na ye kan wo ha ana se atumi ne doso
tumi ba ko
okay enti chechire mu na ye hade was it ye di kan no hwan
okay me pacho mesre say ye ma conversation na I civilized said be man for the ye be kira say man for be understanding about what you say
who ni problem o here
okay And you know, one say you can say the word yen would tree tree kasa nankasa won. I remember one example back. Say obika say me call ye no na ya twa ebia ye fan say ebia obi atwa bofre obi atwa bode e na ebia yasmo say ebia ko twa bofre bode ne bra wo call ni na omatwa what you say e na o say me call ye ni ya twa ya twa no e kire ti pado do de twa ya na.
Yeah, the word ya any yen enya de koro.
Okay. Well, for order for Chikasa to so ye. One say or see yedi.
Enti me pa chao. The word ya otiasie ye twa eye ya twa.
Dabi enye Chikasa one say Chikasa ye was said ye twere no and ye was said ye kan what you say. Chikasa one say wo kan Chikasa the said ya wo can say a different so a different from said ya wo chere no what you say.
Okay teacher mu de che.
It is one say o ka say ya bia ni ho a Chikasa ya bia ni ho ye ne pa cho ya bia ni ho a Chikasa ya nye Chikasa ya
Okay enti Thursday ya kan say wo e wo Chikasem.
What say
Thursday ya kan say wo Chikasem.
Ya wada.
Aha enti ye ana say ye ya.
Dabi uti.
What's ya enye tu
Same tie. Dabi.
Nkomo na ye said ye wa kan ye no. Ye ni nkomo no said ye be ye enipa bi beti ase. What's ya eni twi kasem na mbusa said the word Thursday ye can say wo e wo twi kasem. E na say ya wada na am say ya wada no. Eye y and I say ya and I say ye
the person me chere the person me chere ne say me ka say enye twi kasa na like me party say o ka say ye no e na o ka say ya no e na me chere o say ye untun use ya say e chere say yen da bi en chere plural form da bi
o men ka say ya no e chere say yen o wo na wo pesa wo chere say ye twa no e ye the word ye and so na me tell say there be enye ye friend say ye enye me pa what you say ye enye ye
enti wo de yanko de ye kan so won e kan say kasa bia wo e wo ne mra ma me tell ade kasa bia wo ne mra yawo kasa te say Hebrew kasa say yawo mara ewo Hebrew kasa mu yawo mara ewo Arabic kasa mu yawo mara ewo Aramaic kasa mu ena even though ye samba English kasa nan kasa kura ne yawo mara wo ena wan English kasa ye kan yawo ya friend royal we wan that ye kan as no yawo ultra we no yawo we royal we ena yawo royal as ewo ho ma me nkyere wo de se ebia metima so camera kyere wa
be pa cha minimum de awo kan no
okay enti sa royal enti so
minimum de awo pesa wo kan enti to
enti sa royal we no na royal as no ye ewon krofo a omo use sa royal we ne royal as no ye nkrofo a omo wo ye kan se omo ye ahemfo anase omo wo tumi la what you say enti no omo na mo use that word the word royal we no enti sa ohene bi kasa otimi kasa otimi use the word ye it ejina ho ma ono nko a ono na e kasa o wo se yasoma omo se omo nko ye one hwan mo de soma omo ono nko a o ba wo se yasoma omo I didn't know use the word ye no because or ye hene or dibre what you say it's no use the word ye no it doesn't mean say oni man for na agina ho no masomo baby
okay gina ho me pa cha wo hu se ohene bi me pa cha me ba what is say ohene bi e tubofo amana ko baabi akoka asem a one to ne nsamfre ne mpanimfo ne mpanimfo nwene ho ansa na wotubofo ne da ebi asi
wo se ohene na se ohene timi
ohene tubofo a ohene tubofo amana ko baabi akodi djuma ana wakoka asem a wone ne mpanimfo hia dwene de omo ye soma na omo soma ne ho ana se ohene no nko a na de ne pesoma
ya wade a you can say ohene take decision alone even in parliament as a president ya wonoma bi wo ha president can take decision alone na wonoma bi wo the president cannot take decision alone see into no wonoma bi wo ha the president have to take to parliament no mo ko debate ho meba no ma ko fa ho age ene wonoma bi wo ha president be sorry no wa take a decision say my yard we obi abra obi antimi question ne say I didn't know ye because or that to me no say obey what you say how much more noble God ono wabo no nyina o wa adi nyina this or take permission from someone and I say on a man for on above one and I say mkofokuo bi kodwenwen ho ehwe say ade na oba be ne be boa na ansa waye
What was he? Remember, man?
yeah wait my bamu
Okay, medase. Mama nkyere wade. Ohene. Ana obia odi tumi bia. Okay. The oka ono ane personal issue when you use the word we. Ana us, ana our, there be. Even me, I may not say Qurano. I can use the word we, us, and our. Even now, I hear say we are live on TikTok. We are live. Many will be a new your life. Yeah, you should the word we.
Yeah.
That's a because men kwame a metia men kwame once an American. Now make us say we are live. That is sound logic to you.
Okay. What we say to say you enter
me church embassy royal we so Emma OTB biase. Okay. Enti we are no of them. Enti the moment I will be use the word we, our and us, you know. Send nipa no kasa na or kasa no at that moment no wono nko na gina hokora no wo kasa wo nkrofukuo bitinim. For example, say oka say nana otumfuo abebi o toso mienu o kasa na wo say yen ya adwene say na wo ka kire say otumfuo asem yen ya adwene say na wo kan ya no because of say woye royal ninti no eye odonko de ho asem na wo kan me megina ha ka che say wo because the moment wo be use the word yen no it does say o kasa fa wona na hemfo ho ana say wo kasa fa asanteman ho
okay
o kasa fa na hemfo ho ana o kasa fa asanteman ho enti say wo use yen a enye wono nko a eye wona na hemfo ana say wona na asanteman ana mo mo pese wo mutuo ana say wona na hemfo ana mo mo pese wo mutuo no enti say otumfo atiwe no nana o say tutu abebio say obusa ne say nana oyire yesen no ka say ye yire no mo ya miensa e be sound logic ama
okay one will say
me pata wudi ayi miano say obusa nana o say tutu abebio na obusa ne say nana me pata wo yire no mo yesen no ka say ye yire no mo ya miensa e be sound logic ama
okay mpacho met makasa
me pata wudi ayi mi question nana me ma kasa e betimi sound logic ama
adekonta mint ya ano straightforward and child say kasa ye kan ye wo bre a ye use the meba ye wo bre a ye use word bi wo ho wontumi enye bre bia na ye won say word no enye bre bia no betuma use word bi o ye wo bre a ye use word bi uti
I know
ye wo bre enti say wo kwaka kire me say enye bre bia no beka say who use the word yen da bi ye wo bre a ye use that word ma me kire wade
me na ye use the word me bre
me krom kasa
what ya ye bre ye use yen no kire yen
neba me ka asem question na obisa ye enti na me kasa ba me kire wade ba ko me krom kasa me to ho ye use the word ye nipa ba ko ye wo word bi wa ye use abra se me kasa mi o ye me nko anda me use the word ye krom ai the laws the rules in ye krom kasam
anti
mama nunsi mama kasam me krom kasam ye dagatini obi o dagatini a oye brefo obi anko ha nka sa asem we nka se oye kristo ni o se oye ni nka me kama na hunu ye krom kasa ye mra yo ewo mu ne se wo use the word yen e wo hot like o ba be kasa wo use the word ye it stand for wo ye won ko a emra wo ne say ye brefo no ye use the word ye abra won ko a se ni mo ye nipa mienu ana se mo ye nipa ba ko wo be use the word yen to represent you what you say me ba nti se me ko ba bi na wo bisa me say me ho te sa me ka say ye ho ye se wo ye obi a wonye like wonye brefo a like you can say won't mean understand that word no because obeka say ananipa dodo say na kasa wa ho Obeka nipa dodo se ne kasa na eyem nipa dodo se na woni am bae na eyem nko a what ya se enti no se wo no kasa no se wonim kasa bi mara enko kasa no da bi enye like any kwa say ko mu use that word no and na one say the word bi one say ye translate word aba kasa foforo mu a definitely won't mean nya say the open because words bi wo ho a wo de ye kind of instead of say your words bi otwi kasa mu won't mean fan kobrofo kasa mu ne bo ana ne bo word bi wo there's no way say wetin dey kobrofo kasa mu I just
it is a own fan called ultimate fan kobrofo kasa mu a yen translate
what's it there yeah what's he translate
ultimate fan kobrofo kasa mu a ultimate translating fan kobrofo
that be ye pe yes I want to translate you sometimes ye pe word nearest in meaning what you say ye pe word bi wa a nearest in meaning and na meba oh ye pe word bi wa a nearest in meaning like a bit match as ye kakra but ent mean kira as ye said you wo pe no ama wanya ent na ye ka kira say kasa bia no say obenya fa kasa no said you matwere kasa no what you say na why there na can say wa kan na what kasa na sia and na obetumi one kasa obetumi explain in the way because a book
Arabic and a word ben show
that be me say
Arabic and a word the ben show
okay for Arabic na for where
Arabic and that's one any di kind of word ben show
meba
Abusia ye gusua wa ha no mo ye di nkomo mekopa na ele so na ma piki obi a bet me pese me ne ye nua we sei esi ansa ibini shak me adeo bet nya abotre me ade obi a nya abotre ke me sei enkramofu ono de wo mo hunu nie wo mo hunu sei esomo no eye ibini shak ensere na obeto amanfo beberebe wo ha no mo a wo mo no obeto se wo modika send invite kora me mpiki obi a entini nya abotre wa ensere oba asemo abrante kan the same thing na obeka oba be use royal we and the amaye royal we so what we all know ne say obi a oya royal bia no okasa in the name of a group of people President Mahama okasa let's use the word we are okasa in the name of the government is a group of people okay in the name of the government and to okasa ewo ekuo ni dinimu okasa wo kuo ni dinimu
meba
so okasa no wonu nso use the same word Arabic word benisho
sankofa meba
word benisho Arabic word
meba asema wo kan ye no asema wo kan where is your proof say that royal we stand for say or kasa in ya kan say nipa ko bidimu
ya kasa royal den ya kasa royal asiye ne say
royal ya kan say like ya fan say ahinie what you say ya fan say like ya kan say dibre me kan say dibre what you say like dibre bi so wo dibre kesi ya what you say
enti dibre ye di ne hwan mo so
what's ye di no hwan mo so
dibre no nya ne bereben na unya say dibre no
dibre na okay say wo dibre a say wo di amanfo so
enti say wo dibre na wo di amanfo so na wo kasa na wo yusu ye ne a e de na kire say eye wo nko ho ase na wo ka
entina entina me ka kire wo say asema me kan no say wo say we na and I say ye ka say ye na wo wo ho say wo say wo problem with ye na and na me kire wo say ye no te ma kan
abia no eye yen
neba ma kan ya yi ni kire wo ma kan kire neba gina so ba
na me kofu obi no bebo Mibusa question mibusa one
say the first person plural pronoun as a traditionally used in formal speech by any royal personage to refer to themselves, most especially a sovereign in their role as the monarch. What you are saying? And you know, it says
me pacha mute woman why Okay. To us.
Okay. And I can say if
Isha can I was say me peke on me peke wa wodwane. Me peke wa wodwane me boa. Isha can I was say me peke wa wodwane. We ya be ma send the request ne brai. Aha na be ba be hie nyansa. Me pa cho to aso ne enko.
okay. So if say one I say the first person plural as the first person plural pronoun as traditionally used in formal speech by any
statement and as any say.
Okay. I say the first person plural no or say traditionally you use in a formal speech formal one said the word formal no you use ma obi owo dibre what you say in a formal speech by any royal personage any royal person to refer to themselves as the most especially a sovereign what you say and you know say that word that royal we no any that royal as no you use ma obi a owo dibre kese what you say it refer to onu nko the person is referring to himself but it like say nipa na kasa or refer to himself
enti Isha your friend say possibility Mami Musa last question na yanko people first because remember na share that so sir
okay
my last question o say obi a wo dibere okay obi ti say nana o say tutu ababi o wo dibere
yeah
yamfa John Mahama any example John Mahama o wo dibere won na di Ghana fo ni na so say wo bisa John Mahama say ne yere no mo ye say no ka kire say ye yere no mo ye miensa does it sound logic to you
was it same time ka kire say
or hear about answer the question medical church omu say or bampo me that say medical church omu say yen no so who say obi use the word yen that time no or kasa won krofukuo biginim e na say yes na tie enti no obi be kasa won ko ni
me say your language barrier your language barrier tie your language barrier so we are
na yenko Ishaq so that the dedicated say we are na yenko Ishaq
me do manu say no dia me kasa me ma wo ya we say your language barrier to say in Hebrew kasam what kind the word Elohim awan expressing Elohim expressing
me pa che me nye Hebrew
okay so one that in Hebrew that word I am no I am no I chat one it's ask na say we like actually do back actually say do kabia but ade no baako ba say wo de ade no plural of respect no so who say Hebrew custom say I am no ebe so a plural of respect what you say it doesn't mean say nyame no bebre o Elohim actually say nyame baako ni mom plural of respect what you say
yeah that's baby what try our best Ishaq
unya sankofa no na o program here me like I say me school na me be hu say more discuss about the let me see the musi use the royal way emini bibia we obe use no so I just want to know if that is the topic and a discussion
Oheneba enkomo na ye die no say na was ya will make a whole lot of comment okay meaning say enkomo na ye die no wunim de na ye pa kire no say unimu a mame mbom mfa nkire o enkremofo no mo enkomo ye die mo wo didie bia ye fra no tawhid tawhid no e kire say the oneness of Allah okay ye ka say bibi ye oneness adia eye baako ye use word oneness mfama no name oneness ba epiem ewo word mu abera ye de niema baako mienu miensa bi aka bom na ye benya ade baako e de use the word oneness edema no ye mfa no nto nche ye kenkai Quran no a Allah say ampa ye di kan okay ye di kan na me bisa say ye di kan no eye tumi baako na ekasa wa ha anase eye tumi mienu miensa de ekoro
dedikan mami dikan enfa nyankopon ni sufa si de wositie me ka me de eno to na maba back to when assembly I was second now the assembly the atoso. Uche upa bo Quran chapter 100 Quran Surah Al-Ikhlas is 112 upa bona manamba da was screen so na yankai na ohu Nyankopon se de wositie ye hu ani hwia then ya back to o question na where there no obo sesese ano enti so betime de sa Quran 112 Quran chapter 112 what the fatwa na hwe
Me pacha chapter 112 no aya be na wo pe AI me
no nina just short kire Nyankopon just short
okay
into pa you say what the tonaka obi
me
ahu
pacha me prefer say ube isu Allah e de ama me why
okay problem
me prefer say ube isu Allah de ama
problem what the
112 say 112
112 yeah
okay 112 membre ni susa aya me ya o
what do you so
me pacha ni kan ma ya why we no
okay where the tree hokora you betima ka twi ne kama o say we eye Nyankopon wo kire se de wo sitie nti unhu se bibi ni saa asema ye beka we no ekwa ubetimi a voice out se bibi an bibi nkwa this chapter is showing the uniqueness the loneliness of Nyankopon so yanko o de sha se nkan chapter 1 o say kase Onyankopon wo ye baako on se baako we no unsa ade bia baako bia ne yo ne mienu wo yo ne mense wo yo ne nan ko but saa we no Arab kasa no yusu ahead no Arabic ye kasa baako a ye kan wahid ko Arabic ay alphabet sana mo kan but unsa ka wahid ene one Arab kasa but asin wo be kan Arab kasa no wasi kul huwa Allahu ahad sa ahad me kire baako na se nyese baako amatwa eni sa ahad we ne kire baako e kire wonu nko a pefe wonu nko da nesu bibia nesu bini ne honum se aka se bia sankofa nko na we sankofa ba betima no bi se akode ne hwene se sankofa o so what I say but when sa ahad we no ene eyinus soronko se bibia ne ho a etisa wonu nko a ahad ne ncha se no alone what I say ba ko na se na me kire ma wote ase what I say
o here back to aso na ye na e wo so nipa 62 e na e wo so enti
but also the no
nya me nko am attention na wo se wunya ade na wo say ono na o say ono
ba ko na me kire wase ba ko
okay enti na wo no kire o ba ko mu sa
ba ko na me kire wase no
enti to aso wudi ye ti o to aso na se
ana de taso mienu wo se Nyankopon ono na ode mane nyambra ne nyamehwe wone na de abode nyina de wo se ono Onyankopon ono na ode ne ho na ho wo ka se obi de ne ho a wonko bu wonko pemboa wonsere obi what I say won hia de mfiri obi anche me no mienu eto da me ni nchira sa kwa metima abo opono kokko se fa me so won chira won fa ma me Nyankopon no nyesa oh sanko me sira me ho akire mo me ba me firi nkokko eko ye fe ni say akra me ma shoto won se nem ska me fa ntop petro Nyankopon no nyesa won wote ne ho won ba me sira obi se obi ene no so sa to so biem
ema oni se asemo ya wo kan kwara no contradict Quran
in what sense
say Allah de ne ho wo say Allah de ne ho
what de ne ho
okay entity ya wo aya wo Quran ni mu Allah esre agidie fo se omomo ne bosia who will loan Allah a godly loan. I don't know, and this really be as or didn't want godly loan. What do you want to uncommon so why? You have to ask.
Another Sato Sibu was say, Lamiel was say, one walk back. Na obiso anwo wa woba obiso anwo no enti obi bia ye benya na obi ase mu ase na nipa na wo no ye ntimi en classify nipa no ese we nyame
ohene ba enti no wo de yate wo ha na se kire mu ma ni emesi enkomo na ye
we na me de kire wo se bebia me kire wo se wo so wo no wo de no ho wo mpem wan firi obi anche wo nye no we nyankopon na yi no so
Allah de ohene ba eno nti na me ka kire wo se Allah no mu book na ya frɛ ne Quran contradictions thousand the woman thousand said ya wo kan say Allah de ne ho no on sere bibia mfiri obi a ho ye wo Quran aya said ya me kan Allah was seeking for a godly loan ye wo aya Allah esre didie for say omonfa wo mo kra mo afode ma no in exchange of paradise e ya de sere de wo de ne ho a oye de sere say obi nkokun obi ma no. It doesn't make sense.
Obi
mfa ne kra nto na won kokuma no e ya desrede no wo sere enti won ne ho but all the same to our common so ne make sense.
Sankofa o de just based on possibility it seems.
So we a kire ya manyankopon ya hu se nyankopon wo ye baako wo da mufua wo ye baako ono na wo de ne ho ompa manfro bia obi anwo no so anwo obi ba bibia ne ne de ene ne ense. So I think so question the emphasis ne be wo ne ne ede wo de ne ho na abodi ni na da no. So back to anyway back as bia we garlos but just by the way back to the question. Say bia nyankopon ana wo unsa nyankopon Arab kasa when ana osan kamino mi no yenim de Arab kasa ni mo in the it shouldn't be a glimpse knowledge about the Arabic language. But I think I can help you.
Ishake me pacho me ba. Omo translate ki Quran ne dem aye no. Arabic no omo ti ana omo nti.
O se malam he nimdeni bia ana adwene mu do bia no obekire we say translating a language to another translating from a language to another language no yana obi a wosua woye language I was follow words bia no when me say I wonnya the exact meaning
me pacho yedi kan no Arabic ni mo word be na hye
yedi enfa na woka say yedi kan
Quran Surah 30 ayat number 47 Allah say ampa yedi kan soma asomafo di woni kan
one so say yedi kan wo so ena me say ana nka wo knowledge wa Arabic mu anka be kama ade a wo yusu no ase no you shouldn't laugh nothing is funny fa Arab no to na me kire wase wo de fa Arab no to na me kire wase
entiene da hon
wase ولقد أرسلنا من قبلك وسن نكره أنا سأ أيام بس أرسلنا يا سما before you من قبلك before you once وسي يدي كان سما anyway أني يدي كان سما يا
me pacho chino enya me na me twero ye eya won nkrofo na wo Ghana na wo bie no a
Sankofa enna make a kire we say for you to translate a language but you infana wo menim se menye hwehwe wo Ghana infana wo so wo Italy asia na ma use Italy words me mo Italy me no ka say na ma use Italy word na ma ka say translate ko Ghana ka say
where did it say
eh simple as a won't mean translate say
Italy where did it say then.
Okay, example, avere sale in zucca, e say.
Me won chine wo your friend say.
I say.
E say. Meba.
Ibrahim. Bisa say quanti ani I. Quanti ani I.
No, what they say what basis. What they say. Me say me say dey work when me do wo mu.
Bisa na no say on translating that is straightforward.
What I say language won't me Sankofa.
Bisa na say
what the say modru.
Sankofa, quanti ani I
Okay,
translate
me
that
ba.
key
Now trans. Now ya fa so what tree? Sanka what tree pa?
Yeah, beti tree.
Okay. Ya tree
Possibility.
kasa moto ho esen bra kire say.
Yeah,
Me pacho me ba.
Moto.
Possibility.
yeah.
Quanti asiye ne say.
How many?
Okay. Ena ane asiye ne say.
Yeah.
Okay. I no so kire say.
Have.
Okay. Enti wo translate ya betwi ma wo de be ba say.
How many years do you have?
Enti emfie say na wo. Any what di fie say. Emfie say na wo. Any what di fie say no. Difference dey no.
Yeah, camp we don't have years. We don't have years. But as an American, or the bisobia, we don't have years. What you say? We don't have years.
Mama, if anything, Roya. Minyara bini bet Sankofa no wo
di ka say ni mo na me dia ba ma wo say.
Ena
Emfie do say na wo. Any what di
ena me ka say so what the ba English it doesn't make sense. How many years do you have? Neighbor, how many years do you have? It doesn't make sense. No. Bro, for your
me pacho. In English, you know, unto say, how many years do you have?
That be enya possible. Bisa obia ote o habia me pacho. Obia o habia me pacho.
Obia Moses.
Me pacho.
Moses obia
possibility.
Sankofa na wo say ono ba be program no. Why stagnant? Obia why stagnant? He's not ready to accept any explanation for anybody. From anyone. Obia confused.
If you say me near madness say me accept any explanation from anybody.
And it seems
explanation me okay. What kind brofu what kind Arabic o translate ya betwi no what the yen be hwe ho and wo ba yen twi ka say mu so yenim say yen no enyina ho mani pa baako o mo de call brofu wo mu use we.
Oh, but okay.
So what are you guys trying to say?
Now translate. Say yeah, but
what kind Arabic na? What's that the yen chrono and answer the abesha? When 2% open.
Say who problem? Who problem?
Mami, let me make you one comment. Where you make
who problem? Who the issue again now? Now say I think who has a reason why.
Even Mr. White. Sankova, where they made p. In fact, Bob Marley asem no kan no e woni nyum bi o say emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Emu adwuma no na yedi no. In fact, we are emancipating ourselves, right? Maybe a cramoni. And this is not my first time I made baha. Until me dasi piece wama ya kwanya say yembe den. Yembe didi nkomo emfa osoma na ase de ekoso wiase. Na emom no bibi na kire ma adwen kakra. Wahu wo edina eda wo page so Sankofa no kware. Wahu say ahana ye won ye penokre ana enye sa enti say ye penokra anka mesre say o ma ye kwan na say ye ba it shouldn't be like purposely or platform you why and say oh yeah argument just say you are here to argue with everybody to debunk whatever everybody is coming to say say e no kre na ye pedia nipa be 68 na what platform you so aye chi wow every debate be aye bia no. Say a debate cry, we don't declare a winner. You let the people to judge in their own conscience. But as a niedika only possibility, more kasano ho. Ekoyesa as a you've already take your stand. You don't want to listen to whatever he have to bring on board. Wodie baby ujina na ujina ubisa no question. And I believe say Ninsema no or the oyu no. He was making a point. And to some extent, he was making sense. But I said, you still want to debunk him. He was trying to explain to you, say, yeah,
Can you debunk sense?
Like, to you, no. Because, you see, that is the problem. You see, you think, say, it doesn't make sense because you've already taken a stance.
Enti me
Say, my point in this unim last time be me ba me bisa question is what is the purpose of you actually dissecting into one particular religion? Emma Oma me history the entire ebaya aware then you went into actually doing this. Uko Libya, uko ya, you treat you bad. We Arab for treat you bad now they didn't know my aware then. We so okay, obey then. Ube right into Islam no way. Didn't know. You see, exactly. You see, because you thought say they were discriminating against you. That is what led you to do this. You see, me Edina or there 2 page, me anytime be a me pass by me who be ana, I feel like I want to contribute, but already what you are doing is born out of say that bad intent way now when you Emma awesome no and yes open okra na hu so open okra hen kramufoba ewa we want to come and actually help you understand it, but because what you can take his stance. You want kramufoba No, you have right to ask questions because already know when you're host, you have every right to ask questions. You see, but you don't like the way Ubisa question is born out of shared hatred. And yes, no krena upeo, sanka no krena upea. One possibility D kana or Kasano, he was very, very on point already.
Okay,
or you are no, but you still want to argue with him.
What is your thoughts about it?
It was so simple. As I'm not catching on the one where to be or maybe yet day any yeno a threat to me a threat the to me are a body be and I say or him pombi and I say openi bi onumanyanfo bi ede kasa a threat to me. That is the simple one in language one. And you can Google this, and you are very good at Googling. Okay? We the open top 10 difficult languages are Arab kahon. Maybe Arab ni, and I don't want to go there. But this is a basic common language. But kasabia you have to learn it. Say siano. Me kasa me betrel asie me pesa me trel asie me pesa me trel sa we no quotation na de beto ye no
AI post
me be si grandpa me de be si si na wabam grandpa me de be si na wabam one me pesa o kan sa Arab we quotation no me pesa o kan Arab na me trel asie me trel pi no me trel Arab na si sankofa me trel me pesa o kan
AI post me ba
grandpa grandpa mami 1 minute grandpa nyabotre aha sankofe men kan English no men kan twi no me pesa o kan Arab no mame why na me ntre wase
Arab ni because man Arabic.
Wow, that is the problem. Wow, we kasa no kra wansua osom no kra wansum into one tiase but one who say wa fa air translation o pesa o ye den o tro bia say the way you know wow that is you see that's the problem. Oh yeah they are winning who nim there so why you know what
AI push oh that
no mean divert you know
last chance
me nanka me pese who prove me wrong now I can wala kada arasal na me couple now I then what kind of me na me master was here but what you want to mean kind what's the want to mean kind and to obi say no how would we help you? We cannot help you because me say sanka me no be argument sanka what kind Arab
grandpa mpacho kasa mame these people, some of them will continue to be brain dead until until
Obi anyepe. No. Obi
Aha,
anyepe.
Ibn Shak nyabotre mame kasa.
No.
Ibn Shak nyabotre. Topic na ye kan ho asem so sisan. Word na ye kan no. Just two words. It's I in a we. Baby amomo ka say some words bo ayen say ewiase obi anu say some words cannot be translated. Yet I say we are not talking about that words. We are talking about only two words wa ha. I in a we. So we want to know the difference for I in a we. No momo ka say we no is no meba Ibn Shak meba. We no is not normally used. Moka say we no is used for royal. We is not yen share say we nkwa is used for royal. We no yen share say we no is used for royal nkwa. It's just only two words near Genaso. But Mama for different words. We are not talking about the different words. We are talking about we in our eye. We should know the difference. We can translate the we to Arabic. Arabic so much saba. So what I say? Because since Sankofaso can say a other verses are say we have daughters of Allah. Daughters then on benya Allah benya daughters meba near sango Allah so ka say ononiba so obefa obenya ba de so okofa ebinum free yemu hwamu nipemu anase hwan so what you say nti na okasa nti say we want to know the difference between the we and the I yen ka say different word be on ntimi nkyara say there be only two words we and the I no mon chance say the difference.
Grandpa.
Okay.
I even neba.
Okay.
I mean kasa. Be pacho ya kan say sankofa obetimi di mato screen so nanka macho ade e phone ayi hasi.
Me pacho metimi de wato so why.
Okay. Me that's it. Okay. Well, I can say this. I can say in 1902, after the United Kingdom had been asked to arbitrate a boundary dispute between Argentina and Chile, King Edward II, is it the fifth or what?
The 7th.
Yeah.
No, that's the 7th.
Yeah, the 7th. Yeah. Okay. Me baba. Okay. Adjudication of the requested arbitration, known as the Cordillera of the Andes boundary case. Okay. The sentence following the preamble of the award begins as follows. Or say now, or say now we Edward, not Edward no say. By the grace of God, King of the United Kingdom of the Great Britain.
Pacho ka brofo ya na omo conjunctions na ne koma ne sa de omo de yedwuma.
Yes.
So we understand.
Me pacho me use here. Me say now. Now.
Koma
Edward.
Brofo na wo kan na yet yase.
By the grace of God, King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland of the British dominions, beyond the seas, King, defender of the faith, Emperor of India, etc., have arrived at the following decision upon question in dispute, which have been referred to our arbitration. Me pacho na one and actually you can say you know.
The castle.
Okay. The American say King King Edward no. Or no actually you know. And I say was it we? Or say now we Edward. What you say? We Edward. And then not Edward no Edward was say.
Statement na
all kind of statement you can also dispute be ho ni so happen so we dispute na
statement na wo kan ye no e dia be ho asem na Edward na e kan no e dia be statement.
Okay, dia na Edward e kan say na dispute be between Argentina and Chile. What you say? And now ya kan say King Edward actually ya kan say actually letter come what you say. So let no na or no
Me pacho you know e was wrong, okay. The OD ka last two statements na
Well,
the
he's just giving a glimpse of what he just read. He
Last,
just giving was summarizing the
the
work on it.
sentence
I don't know
following
what to say.
kai ho na me menkyerɛ wade the
last,
sentence following
last is it last ever?
The sentence following the
topic
preamble of the
the first
award
one I will
begins.
the last two start from the sentence.
Okay, where is the sentence?
The sentence following the preamble of the award begins.
Okay. The sentence following the preamble of the award begins as follows.
Okay, and today be ho asem na no kan no.
Was it there? That's
Today
no.
be ho asem na wo kan no. That sentence na wo kan ye no. I refer to the
Oh, that be or say the sentence following the preamble of the award begins as follows. Okay, but that's not our point. That's not our point. Our point.
Mamen ka asem tro en kan chem said that is not
Sanko fa metumi abem.
That is
Yeah, but
what
that is not our point. All kind be free ho and how the baby see it. That is not our point and ka kind and ka wan kan fan free ho.
no their point. Listen to me. Listen to me. The point I want to drive out here is the we and our here. Okay, the we and our here. That's the point I want to drive out to you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we na our we and I.
But Sankofa, I don't know what's in Sankofa.
We
Asem wo ka me nim baby o person o
Oh, but I also wish, and they say the panic is now. I say, what an
Sanko fa
me attempts me here program
me pacho mu Sanko fa ni program o ye no ma yentu ebo asima no.
Sankofa making point in
Sankofa. The me person me kire won say nipa na ochire ade nipa na ochire no King Edward and achire. He is the only one who is writing. And I ono say now we Edward, okay, now we Edward, by the grace of God, King of the United Kingdom. What you say? And you know, ono natural, but I say we. I didn't tell you say we. And I say we Edward.
We need elders, no. Edward is the head of the elders, no. Simple and short.
Me pacho. Sanko fa mami mbem kakra. Sanko fa. Me pacho wakasa me pacho mami mbem kakra. Now the word no oka no we enye Quran na ye kan eye English sabi ye nyina ya literature ye sua English akwanim kakra. Now when a king, especially this word, kings and queens in England, no mu use as a person. So Queen Queen Elizabeth or Casa obey you see the word we. Obey King Charles obey you see the word we. Now that word no usua English kwechi kakra we anya Arab na wabeda dan. That word what it means in say answer na mebe kasa no enya me nko a me ninkofo bi na adwene ho so wo be hu King Charles say ogina ho okasa obe you see the word we telling you say oba no whatever okasa no the whole council of England edinechi they are all canon and you no adwen but the whole council of England aye den edinechi say Quran me be so this is what it means but when you say literature you say English akwejipa so when you see a king kasana or you see the word we our and say ono respect into no or you see we there be the council and the power edinechi omu nyina and omo aka bom na ono okasa edi amomo enti okasa as enti okasa the whole England na kasa enti o you see the word we enti King Charles obeduga na sesi a okasa obe you see the word we because we're moving with the whole of England. I
wonder why Muslims always trying to defend
English say Quran
even Allah no ankasa wajini who to me say he doesn't operate alone. And according to Quran Surah 70 ayat number 40 was say I swear by the name of the Lord of all settings that we are able. I many people say logically Nipa ba ko dia wo kasa fa won ko ho a ye use the word I na de ma ye ho ene ye ko school ye kire ye
sankofa asema you can say go do God o say hwan all can ma mentre wade ba ko or say the royal we majestic plural or like or say royal plural is the use of plural pronoun corresponding to plural inflected verb forms used by a single person. Listen, a single person who is a monarch, okay, or hold a high office to refer to themselves.
themselves
to themselves nti kasa na wo kana brofo na kasa wonti brofo wonti brofo
themselves na kire say omo ho like nipa one say o mention crofo ko bi wa and o see omo use ma omo ho and kire say o pa kire say nipa dodo o see omo use ma omo let's see
a monarch nye nipa baako monarch nye nipa baako obi okita
biblia what is the meaning of a monarch wonti ase a monarch
nye nipa baako
enti me catch you say king of England a movie a enyo no kwa wo no as a person but we moving with the whole of England enti onye am oye we
me pa cho
mpacho teteno ma menka asem wo ha teteno se wo ya kwala meba wo ya kwala na ukodi bone a question be ne ye bisa enye bisa say fie be na ofirim why don't they single you out but ye kan mu nyina abom nam ka sema tia say nti if you are saying monarch na when it comes to monarch nye nipa baako you can be one person cannot be a monarch. So what I say, one person can not refer to it because if you hold a post, who hold the post is here, you can refer it to you as we because you are serving like Uncle Fusha say. Your father can use this. Your father, papa bet me use we because already you womba. Mommy bet me use we because okunu womba. So what I say, in your
wa kasa sisi e bra bet me use we. Ye no more, we that are on the program. Yeah, no more. Yeah, we no. Sameme kasa na mi su we. That doesn't mean say me na menkwa me ho say. Enti mi busa. Enti mi di ka busa no. Possibility mi busa. The question said. Samo say ohene. Obi a wodi tumi e yisu we ne de ma ono nko an no. Na ye busa maybe na wo say tutu obebi o. Busa say. Yere no do say na wo no ka tell say we have 3 wives. Does it sound logic to you?
David.
It doesn't sound logic because that time who was our non-ansem. And you want to mean you should that word we no, not because because of say royal that moment will bet me issue the word we. But the moment will bet me issue we no a moment when he is trying to make a statement in the name of his your friends say ni group if you say asante man and answer na himfo and will bet me issue the word we no no. Now say wonon ko ane ho asem ne wo yisu yane a oyene ba
nanse yampo yebi nanse yampo tumfo yebi me bawo nanse otumfo yebi o say enye kane no a yekofo fasiremfo ede bra yangiremu so mo ne yangiremu no wo sabi otumfo akofa siremi aba ne yere so omba ne yere nda but no de a chrono disono a bibia esi wo
group no
o you see yeah and just otum fa
but one me the one man can be was kasa go
Ishak what the kaya kasa o
me can say
make you point my point in si na yenko
okay with regard to question
I want to say ya ka ayi ya ka wi ana hour ya dodo ka bia wo ka ho what you say ya ka dodo
ka na kasa me pa chawo
wo ka ho
Dabi and that's that we and just
me ba so we Christian and one me kan kasa nsa na wakasa sankebe ya
me pa o cha men ka san fa religion ho ya wi na asem na ya ka why
me pa cho sa word
I think say yes not when you
Christian ni Muslim
wa ohine ba ma me kasa ntro What the fuck Christianity Quran on back catch say their God is 3 in 1. And it's our we are yes, they operate together. Three in one God. And they can give you example a sounding logic. But more Muslims say I must say Allah operate alone. Allah use word we. Allah
operate alone. Okay, Sankofa. Eden konya ma ema no nkonya.
Sankofa na omunye alama.
Sankofa.
No me eden.
Ohene.
Allah na manat omunye alama.
Fene say Sankofa.
Ohene ba yeti okasa.
Me say me de kama say Quran chapter 112 and say Nyankopon waye he's alone. So what I say?
Mama kasa mtro.
No, me
Ishake.
I'm from a point in na we are no bu say. So what
me this stamp push so the mouth.
Okay.
Me kasa no me di can say I don't argue with the fact say Allah is one. I don't argue with
okay, now okay, good.
Okay, nyabotre. I don't argue with that fact because nyame bia wo ye baako. Nyame bia ye baako.
Okay.
Untumi nka say anto nso nyama wo ye mienu wo ye baako.
We baako.
E bia wo beko akoto nsuo anto de bia no e ye honhom baako no.
Okay.
Okay, enti nyame bia ye baako. But Allah in the Quran no amayati ase wo Quran ni mu say he doesn't operate alone.
Okay, based on this verse ameboa.
Even Quran Surah 40, Quran Surah 70, ayat number 40, and also
Okay.
confirm it.
Okay, based on those verses
Of course.
So okay. Now, Bible baby the foundation baby didn't fit no. And Arabic language no. And the ten say you read I na nim say jina homa dodo kabia. So I'm say dodo kabia. Jina homa dodo. So
Yetio.
And I saw we are Arabic as an American, we no man who do me. You are back in the plural form. And I saw the eka and a word in this usually in the plural form, but it means singular. Example,
a singular form.
So I say no, Yakupon you use plural form, but and it doesn't mean say omodos no ye.
Eye bone ana mebisa. Ibisa. Omo do so no mo ya eye bone.
Oh, but say disprove most of eyes. So yentimi
About disprove say.
Muslims problem and they say.
Ade very simple.
Asem omo ye kan wo munim say asem a wo kan de no kore bet ye jitu a
Eye bone che. Ibn Shak. Eye bone say Ibn Shak. Eye bone me Christian ni ma me chawade me Christian in Bible Nyankopon eka kire it was Ezekiel said say let my people come and let us reason together. Mombra ni emfa adwene. Say if Allah ka say ebia ya kabum ebia me make a decision na ye make a decision ente it doesn't reduce Allah.
He's asking a question and that question I don't answer it or say the demand. Then we proceed. Yes, then what practical example and logical example.
My logical example near here why Mr. Mo. My logical example near.
No, and logical example I think say a possibility that kind of logical
Abio, one say Isha one said I can say a sankofa the honest say after say ye can win no asem no adisua na yesensunya what you say it shouldn't be in a way say so far as you are not agreeing with Muslim and I say Islam no you should when the truth comes out you should deny the truth Okay.
Debio, we are not
say-
What truth has come and who is
we are not
denying the
denying
truth?
Sankofa. We are not denying the truth. We are denying the we no the explanation of we na mo de man no. We are not denying the truth. Say ebia Allah you see Debi.
No, me say,
We na mo explain the
We
explanation of
a
we no
English word
because
and
in
Arab.
English. Inti English
Emma,
inti we no
who tell
the
me?
definition
Who
of
tell
we
me?
na mo de man no. It's not about the truth of Islam.
I don't know.
And
Obi
Islam,
language ya.
we no.
Obi language no into.
Grandpa.
English a Arab and English a Quran. Grandpa, English a language bang.
Grandpa,
possibility mo bien chance mo
We a language bang.
Meba.
We
Grandpa,
English.
Grandpa, what?
Na mo explanation of the we and the I.
Grandpa, what?
Two languages me no pe.
Grandpa, what?
We in the I. By explanation amode man we no. Ni ase no ye ko brofo ma we no. Enti sa.
Grandpa, what?
possibility
Yeah.
possibility
Yeah.
yen twa asem we short kai sa aya we kai brofo nature yase ne hwade
Oh,
se
oh.
twi so na abeka anase arabic na abeka kai nature yase ne hwade
Why fan?
ene that's what
My possibility my main kind ba.
40
na
man.
70
Now,
na
what's my main
70
kind?
ayat number 40
My
kai
what's
nature
that?
yase ne hwade
My main kind possibility my main kind. So I swear by the Lord of all risings and settings that indeed we are able.
okay
What must you do?
I and we aba be pie
Nyamutre, so me ba discussion very what you might do now say so I say said obi say mobile observe adeni na abre bia nyam Quranic mu no abre bia Yakobon beka adeyo asem bia no o yusu wi wo de wo be say de wo na watwe ma dwena sisi ai say ma wo say wo sa de na
okay
but unso wo bekasa ewo wono ankasa na yimu a na wura de semu a wo yusu wono wo yusu ai eno de man
Inti anya bone.
what I say
Na mo de atoto
wo na
mo.
watwe ma de but
Enti sesia.
na di ye mo no a wo use we no
We no, yeah.
in what sense
oh wo yusu wi ne sense wo say ba edikan ka ba ko no say wo say de edikan no edikan ye soma wo so wo say ye soma
wona wan
I'm just say Arabic kasam no and how good now I'm say Arabic kasam no sa the way say yes man e to de bi ho no mo a aya na ejina ho ma dodo state dodo kasa e to de bi so nye e to de bi so ejina ma nipa ba ko so na wo kasa
We na aba. We are talking about the we no.
ena meka say meka Yakobon Quran bebre wo so se bia de kan ba ko so wala ko de arsalna
Until we purchase a we to Ibn Shah go purchase a we no in Arabic no. It can stand for both singular and plural.
depending on how you are going yes good yes
Until they say the yencha sense we no in Arabic no. It stand for both singular and plural.
say bia
What can say simple? Mon can say simple. Na say the about one is na mo one ne.
Grandpa,
let me go about simple.
Grandpa,
Let me go about simple. You say.
The opposite watch then say, or the opposite watch then say, you are misunderstanding him. The opposite watch then say, yeah, what brother you use that we na actually nipa dodo. What you say? Any what brother you use we na actually.
Only according to Arabic na mebo. Only according to Arabic form.
Eberebe
Okay, moment an example.
Meba.
Example according to the Arabic no.
Munya botre.
Arabic.
Be so we issue. Nya botransa. Be so we issue. Sankofa abra unse me say we learn to unlearn sometimes sometimes in the conversation one more
Ibn Shak go straight to the point.
abra Sankofa wo kasa no wo ka say otumfo obibu say otumfo say ne yire yesen a won ka say ye yire no ye dodo awo what I say but what ka say ne yire de obaka say wo isu won one personal ayi nto ba isu me yire baako mire mienu mire mensa ne de kaka bese me yeso say ye kwa koye communal labor otumfo ko bekasa sorry otumfo ba bekasa wo yusu sa the way say wono otumfo den ya wono otum oba yusu the way ye example obutu opese wo hye koye ade in a respectful manner no Obeka so sankofa ye hyew say wo dan a wasi a abewura kwa ne mu no ye hyew
Nti
say
oka se me show say it is not respectable.
you said what come again
So say due to respect nti obe use yen ye
yeah
show say nti oka se me show say ana dey respectable.
What my use no depending on the feelings only if
Nti
no
say
no
no ye na wo
feelings
kire se no
and
we no
and
me
and
ba even shark we na
yawa
wo kire se according to Arabic no
yawa
Arabic
yawa
no
Nti
me ba
Allah
na
na
bit
ɛkyerɛ we
so
na
according to
na
Arabic for no
hwan na ɛkyerɛ
when do they use the we now when do they use the I according to Arabic for no and according to Ghana
entina
Arabic for no Arabic when do they use the we and when do they use the I
good and I'm sankofa and I'm
uh-huh.
going to say yesua ya de sesia wa ase no se mo follow event conversation no ayipa sankofa de ade bia ba bia adeyo e wo bia no yakopon yusu a wo yusu yen ene wo de ma no wo yusu yen wo
That's according to Arabic for no
Arabic no wo hwe no me te say na sankofa atwe wo hwe Quran na se wo be ka action wo be yusu verb do ho bia wo yusu yen it wo
uh-huh.
attach verb no example sa
Yen in tobo meba o say we no na we no stand for plural and singular in Arabic
yeah.
memo aha nti say stand nti according to Arabic no sankofa so bisa say time be no mu use we no as a singular na time be no mu use we no as a plural
as a plural okay
aha
yehwe ya say yehwe Quran chapter 40 ya sankofa de beto so a sankofa mesro pass na wo hu 40 ne on say wobe di nsi e wa asem obeka no so no ana so wobe kire ni nyankopon ayi ni ntino nyankopon hye pono we use the word aximu sorry oximu eno ay alpha di kai e de kire won nyankopon but woba say bi ye tumi mu ayi e wa adwuma mu no ena we use in yen gain so we through this conversation
aha tobo me
na
honment ase o say o kire ni nyankoposu no o use I and I
we use I yeah
nti o kire na edwuma ye no o use we
use ewo dwuma ewo adeyom adeyo bi na ase akoso a why we use we ndodo we use we
Matthias nti so when time be no use we as a singular no na time be no use we as a plural no in Arabic no
me metima kan say ye me ne wo mienu ye din komana se kwa ya ade bi ya ade be use we oda say but
that's
one
yen Ghana for yen ne ya say yen ye plural to Arabic for no
a simple equation
a
simple equation say o kan Quran na wo hu we e wo mu a in Arabic grammar you know it doesn't necessarily mean say yen
okay
what does it mean it doesn't necessarily mean say
Matthias
ya obi awa ha
what does it
Matthias Matthias you what time Ibn Shak what time can I use the we as a singular and what time can I use the we as a plural
it is just a language what the open na obeka se amene would din komo a
okay into what you say
ye frɛ grandpa ye frɛ but want me amfa me permit make say grandpa me frɛ want me amfa oh grandpa ye frɛ but want me amfa grandpa me frɛ but want me amfa and do I been bibia nim se me pa wo say yen
to I can use the we and the we no like plural or singular at any time I pay
depend on open depending on the respect ma yen na yin say simple say so obi kasa
the context
na botransa adisuamu no so obi kasa na we use the word we na what the kire in a respectful manner so by implication say dem be say me people ma wa
to o ka say we ne nche say me respect okay okay mama nyama kwesi o de Bishak me nyama kwesi
last question now
okay now my last question one okay legend kasa o de kasa
Michio obi awa ha
The pattern say
No, this one,
okay.
this. But I don't know, I don't know simple rules. We follow.
Me ba mu kakra. Why? Me nua bi shark. Chiao. Ayado. Your friend is saying, say no we no brofo kasa ena ye bo mmɔden say ye de be explaining nneɛma bi within the English language. Enti yɛnhwɛ we no yɛnhwɛ ne your friend is saying Chat GPT ɛkan ɛfa we no ho ɛfa brofo a n'ase kyerɛ yɛ we. Or see here is what it means. We is a majestic plural or royal. That is we. It's a linguistic style. Theo, it's a linguistic style used by kings, emperors, or important figures to show grandeur, power, or authority.
General, legend, some win. And the sound win. Obi anya piwa ni shafa jaisa. We said that some work on.
Ibn Shak dey ansem na okay. Legend dey ka asem na yentwa mo wi a o se sankofo en
we. Sorry for interruption.
A friend is abrofo nankasa esi your friends we no a majestic plural san or friend or royal we, which is linguistic style used by kings, emperors, or important figures to show grandeur, power, or authority. Similar usage exists in English. A queen might say, we are not amused, even though she is speaking only for herself.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Intino ahano trese the word we no majestic plural or royal
usage.
A power, authority. Enti se ohimbi anase Allah obo ni nyina ekase we a na no nkyerese
omodoso.
Meba mame call last word na me manonsi na obi mrem. Oko Quran chapter 21. Okay, Mate. Oko Quran chapter 20 Quran 21 verses 22. Surah Al-Anbiya or say law kana fihima alihatun illa Allah la fasadata. Mechra sia wa ha ewo English mo. Had there been other gods beside Allah in the heavens or the earth, both realms will have surely been corrupted. Nature say, ahano Quranic say senka ye wo nyame bi.
Imam Sise mejo so.
Eka nyame ba ko pe a owo osoro ahememu senka ye wo nyame bi e wo osoro ahememu anasa asase so eka sa Allah no ho a nkasakasakaye ebeba esoro na asase. Nature say nyame no oya ba ko pe la ilaha illallah. Ye nyina muslimifo nyina agye atunu say nyame no onye mienu oya ba ko pe na emu eno no ye majestic speech so okasa we a e kire tumi bi
what do one
me de manosi na
adenti na sa word no ewo ho ema omo ye majesty adenti na ewo ho ma omo why is it for those omo ye majesty na adenti na ewo ma omo
that womu duro no
omo o say omo muduro no
ohene ba odia me ba she ohene ba ma me kan se mo kire
nipa no ne mu odua te se mi say emra na misua no me mfra me papa se wo
legend nyabotre ma sanko
legend ye nyina ya ho
This guy is very decent.
Yeah. Ya disuya ni yesua
me ho
ye ni woni na bi Say obi eye majesty na say nipa ni di tumi. Nipa odi tumi no. Say nipa ne kasa. Na say o kasa ono nko na kasa de o kasa ewo enyame fufuro bi anase ekuo na etwa no ne maybe o makoye meeting. O makoye meeting no. Nipa cho o makoye meeting. Ena o mo no kohie mo no. Wo ma fa adwene bi ewa asem bi ho ama epo na wo mo fa e no asi ena wo himpon ni mo na eko meeting okodina na se o kasa na o yusu ye no a enkyere se because of say wo ye wo hene no ne kasa na o kasa na wo yusu ye no e kyere wo no ni tumi a wo ye na emomo no eye kasa nipa dodo bi awesade ahye no ena o pudi aba enti se o kasa na nipa we dodo na research na no o pu ba esense ye odi nipa dodo ho asem nti wo se wo yisu we no e de hye ho enti sa na sa this question Majestica we no can it me pacho tie me legend Majestica we no can it fit otumfo e fit otumfo
Of course. A bit me fit no.
Okay,
Emperors.
Me pacho tie me se fit otumfo a me bisa question we yimi ano ne ya se wo bisa otumfo se ne yire no mo ye se no ka se ye yire no eya miensa wo no to you no wa ma correct answer anase wa ma correct
Debi sene me di kankan no we no by contest ye wo baby ye use we no as a power.
That's it. I don't think I mean so much say Majestica no the ono ye majesty no all kasa no the moment I want you so winning doesn't mean say eh ya wono nko an ho asem na
Legend.
Debi ono nko an asem and me kasa
Legend.
It depend on the contest. And it depend on
what contest in what contest me pacho me ba my one example in what contest me pacho me last question in what contest na Majestica bet me issue the word we e dey am ono nko an
What example? What can want?
my example ba ko
yes or chere to me edru baby a obekire to me a tie obekire power bi say owo to me a or yes ade we obetimi use sa Majestica word no we na eno nkyere so ono obi na ye
my example
me example
makanya kire it's a linguistic style used by the kings, emperors, or important figures to show grandeur, power, or authority. Necessarily, no. Also, I say you can't send bioman son what you say.
What am I
say? Obronina Katro says, we now when we use no for power and authority and grandeur. Now, feels up say you can't send you. Maybe all born a book. Akabibi, I'll bet you make us yang. We never interest on any penny. I simple understand where class one the gravity as here. And then I am putting for ye do say any
legend. Fanny said, oh, yeah, majesty. For one sabo, ne ewo to me so, never assem, ne use the word we no faka, assemo a fitty on Kwani radi. Example your program no yet what we need Fanny said we are majesty okay we could to me okay enti sabre no me de sa kwanya na ma you to the way
me sentence
me need to me bia metimi esimi bo akasa yen efiso bia ma me to tie nyankopon na me mo soro mbo asase me mo nsuo mframa na ho me no enye me na me boy
na ya see you na ya nhwe
me use because I'm not on in that position so me use onyankopon na obo soro nyabotre na me nkasa onyankopon na
me example ba kwa man me example ba legend me example me ebia me be so me they show me Majestica level me be show me busa me use sentence be in this my hard time we shall overcome it And this way,
in this my hard time,
yeah,
we shall
overcome it.
And you know, sa asem no okay, you know, where the perfect example of the ama, you know.
You know, so for example,
Okay, ya to ase. Ya to ase say, ya no ma ya wa ha tie ne ya doso. And you know, ya te ase why? Ya nko di pa for us. Why?
No, sacrifice. I'm tell you. Yeah, what Bahasa is? What Bahasa is? You are vomiting. We are out. What I say. And I want to for me at least. O month me inside no completely crampona. O met me ama wardrobe a be prevent say na emba osubi.
Okay.
But still now you are still proving adamant.
Asemu awo kan ye no. Wo se ye duro. Me de no mo ya me hunu se eduro na wo di ama me no.
No, Sankofa, you are not ready to learn. Sankofa, you are not ready to learn. Legend, explaining we edema linguistically, and you are still proving. Adamantly.
Sankofa no kware na ehye odi nso de wase oyi no kware ni firi wo
Sankofa if after explanation a possibility demand or try say we person what you adwuni see so but one ya fast antenna see and a legend e ba e no de put in a simple language e demand still no you are still stagnant.
Kwesi what yanka?
Legend possibility. He's not ready to. He's not ready to learn. He's unteachable. Sankofa, you are unteachable.
Okay, me Jobia. You're so skeptic. Me pamucho, me de ade ba ko pe na me pese ye nyina yen ye wo ha. Me hu se ebi ma kokofa AI na science adawuruma obi akota telephone. Me pese legend was AI no. The purpose of using royal time when kwan me pe me power chow. In fact,
okay.
Muhammad
Now we trans skeptic.
Ibn Shah, obe message for mo. Obe message for me say o. Woni obi ka say jadu man oni nipa ne nkasa. Na nipa ne yi na no, wabu obi tini say wo hia bibia firi ro. Nipa ne nyama no na yenko ye ni mesere o.
Very simple. The purpose of using the royal way. Ewo usa AI na o kan mai. For the same person nen kan mai. Why?
Well, simple. Opa obetimi unso akọ na odi aba na yetie. Say everybody has access to it. Me dem ma kan me de nti unso betimi de odi aba. Everybody has access to it.
Okay,
and simple English class 1, class 6 4 kra nim.
Simple English class 1 for kra.
Me pacho wana obeye tiba ya ma. Volunteer bi o ha obetimi abo ewo ni AI. The purpose of using the royal wheel.
Me ka say o ba be ye na say wo na wo kan nti say ka wo tuma ya na nka ye na ya tia.
Bi black o de e wo ho akan ma ye na ye na ye nko na me time o ya so.
Okay. Purpose
Thanks.
One, to represent the state or people. 2, like somebody 1 no. Saki no anase governor anase assemblyman no. The purpose say obey you see royal winning na say or you see to represent of the state or people. So traditionally in ceremony, the royal wheel is rooted in custom especially in a monarchy where the language play in a role of reinforcing the state of or for the people. Purpose no. This is the omu uses royal win.
Skeptic.
Ejinama
Nepacho.
ebimu.
Skeptic. More question.
Mepacho possibility. Obi ba kan mepacho legend be kan ye mepacho meba. Legend be kan brofo no. Momo say just a simple English. Until me sank of me entias me ye unteachable.
Ute. Brofna.
You person obey unteachable me.
Ute. Manka say me ya yiba asem o Ute. One or say for the people alone. Say for the people no nche say on crop when they fa adwin or for them one. So it does not like
Neba. For people
Dabio mepacho wakasa for the people say
representing of the state or people or
represent for the state or people. Represent for the state or people.
Mepacho meba one or say represent meba one or say represent it meba one or say he represent the state or the people. Okay, so wait. So skeptic
or the people.
Meba. O say to represent meba. O say listen very well. Listen very well.
Stop defending the Quran because you can't.
No, Sankofauti. O say Sankofauti. O say one to represent the people or the state. Okay, so let's take this. So if you are representing the people, do you reason with them?
Or my logic question you did.
So if you are representing a state, do you reason with them?
Why not?
No, meba. Asama to say okay, say or say say president. Say president representing the state or the country. Okay. So, say president ebe take mara or baby say you can say mara no ba take no and I say say no onye no ya wa mara meba
Sanko for one question ya we present one confuse possibility.
Asama me person me can say or say to represent it doesn't mean say like on your money fa adwun
or well you should wear the we no had they represented and crofo and answer or my no this is him.
No and then possibility
GTP chat sani obeka fa no ho me na me fi say
sankofa ma o mi ti mi ho sankofa ni adofo mi chia
legend me pa to mi ti hu na de oba ne kasa bi my wife
me chia na ma o mi ti mi ho yeah me masri papa masri you see nipa a na adwen endu nyame level nipa na adwen endu nyame level no defending nyame it's interesting. It's interesting anyway. Sankofa me pese ya share verse ni biom because I speak Arabic. I understand Arabic.
Okay.
Nti me pese ya share verse ni biom. O start fi 39 na asem bi edikan ba 38 37 36 and at 39 no di banki asem no and at 39 say kella Davida inna yanumu khalaqnahum yabba omu mimma ya lamuna efi adia omunimu Yenumu ya bomu efi adia omunimu yenumu. Now, first of all, linguistically, se yenuanumu nkramofo na omuwa ha no. Kwa kofa simple English. The Bible defend the way ebe shoki me kakra because language na ewo Quran munu enya simple English. So I don't know why you want to use simple English to defend a God who is speaking in a language that is not simple. Because kasana anya onyame ka wo Quran munu enya simple emawo. Enya simple emawo. Okay, now yanko the next the next verse. When you say 39 ni ka say kella debida inna yanum khalaqnahum yab'um mimma yalamuna efi adia omuomu nimu afe obesi 39 ne subiom ebia sa nipa na awokasa wo Quran mu se wo ye nyami o se wo ye hwan o se wo ye hwan miminim ofile se ni awoka wo 39 mu no still amanfo be daute ena oba be kantem. Now this is the problem. Even the top one is a problem, but linguistically when people were saying simple English they couldn't explain what they meant by simple English. Ntiyambra osi fala ukusimu osi mi kantem. I'm swearing birabbil mashariki any onyamia oye apieye nyame. Masharik is a plural of mashrik. Mashrik is apieye, Maghrib is atoye, Magharib eya atoye bebri, and a masharik eya atoye bebri. Tie and I say fala ukusimu mikantem birabbil mashariki any onyamia obo apieye bebri wali magharibi any atoye bebri yenjina hona enhwade kramoni bia wo wiase bia be ka kire wo se Quran eye ne Allah enum kasa eye Allah enum kasa nti se Allah na e kasa dia Allah o kantem eni nyame fufuro bia wabo atoye eni epieye nti Allah baina e kasa Allah baina e kantem ena Allah bain ena ebo epieye ni atoya different Allah edini e kantem automatically and logically verse 40 no e ma unhu se nipa menu ena e kasa wa ha ba ku ye inferior nti inferior one no e the superior one no e the kantem. This is the simple language they were talking about. Oh yeah, yano ena odyssey su say inna yanu laqadirun yawotumi. So ukusimu, the word ukusimu etrese me kantem filu mudari present continuous me kantem fala ukusimu me kantem birabi eni nyamina nti hwan na kasa ena hwan na oni ne kantem no. The whole Quran according to Muslims nyamina kasa na se nyamina nkasa esa dinuhu kantem dia. I don't know the type of madness in this language, with all due respect.
You cannot use that word, bro. It's some people's faith.
Fala ukusim
For respect,
me kantem birabi eni nyamia me ba possibility na butrewa possibility ukasa no mambem nti na butre. Don't distract me please. You can't tell me how to arrange my sentences. And you they are not wafanesa.
Wadika koye boka
Fala ukusimu. Fala Mr. My brother, Mr. Why? Fala ukusimu birabi. Why ne kantem no? Ena birabi no rabi ni ye why? Obi kantem Quran nso nyina ye nyame kasa. Two people in the verse. So what is the simple English? It is not rather simple English. It is rather confused Arabic language, which a lot of us didn't understand. So this is the submission. Now we go down now and I confirm it. Or say ala an nubaddila khayran minhum. Still plural. Ala an nubaddila. So between the 39 and 41, the 40 is clearly stating that whoever is speaking here is not one person, unless we change verse no answer na ebe. So I'm here, I'm done. Some of family that said, "Wama me kwaya makasa." So I think my
Imam Sise.
Me kabizi kakra family.
Na wonim bibi. Ade ba ko a me pesa me ma menu anom nkremofo ne te ase ne se.
Sise, me catch we kremoni o Sise.
Muntimin defend the Quran because the Quran exposes
Mbacho mayankwane yankasa se wakasa wie mayankwane yankasa
exposes itself.
Won se Quran no untimi nkosua ade kiti bi na umma meka bibi mfa Quran ho. Quran no knowledge no eso
Enipa na woni kasa no.
Why are you saying that?
Quran and also better Quran asia.
Akofa sisi asem onihwe wakoye boka amwa ntina obegina condemn Islam no onihwe
mpacho wo the possibility nyabotre
Mama
Sankofa mpacho ma legend ye dina menkasa mpacho legend mpacho mami seconds mami seconds why mami seconds Sankofa mami seconds
let me finish, please. Let me
legend was here man seconds. So the man seconds the amfa de aka na ma why. Why?
Sure.
You are no wakasa.
Sankofa. Sa minima de. Sa mabon. Sa mimboye. Sa maye boka ana minye boka. I don't give a damn to it.
Nobody cares.
What is
then keep quiet?
What is interesting? What is interesting? Listen. What is interesting? Nyami onim kasa.
Before who say now claim now
Nyami kasa wo Quran mu a Nyami nim kasa
say before Nyami
kasa we Muslim kasa wo Quran mu na kasa say ya Nyami onim kasa Nyami we die ya sum no mani yeye
say nim
Nyami wa bon dodo wa bon Nyami na bon
Muslim say no
before now claim say we Muslim we boka na mo na intina Islam
ne pacho yama legend in kasa wa pacho why legend
kasa me kan won se Quran no Islam na to us no ontimi mfa nimdie kiti bia wenya no emfa mbeka bibi mfa Quran ho won explanation no a minua no beye wa ha nyina na it is class 1 for it is class 1 dey next for mpamocho mo kasa minua sise na obekasa wa ha no ne kasa ni nyina eti se obi a owo de nesre fo kasa o ka bibia fa bibia onnimu ho wo nyankopon ankasa otimi di ne ho edinsi even cry some of the emperors and some of the kings and queens wo mutimi di wo ho edinsi kasa enti se nyame kasa fala uqsimu bi rabbil masharik wal magharibiya naturally odin hu na edinsi enu aya common thing na class 1 ni kura
masa kase
edin hu dinsi enti sa unnim die efa kura no ho anase unnim die efa fasah adia e friend fasah te se kasa emudo untimi mba emfa wadwin ketekete no enkasa obabe kase nyame na okasa wa ha no oye nyame mienu na inferior ba ku inferior na ba ku yi etimi ma asama meka no we eye kasa niema obeka wa ha nyina ye kasa bi a ɛkyerɛ sɛ ne nimdue no ɛyɛ ketekete. You don't even know what is Quran, and you don't even know what is Islam.
Legend.
Eti ni obeka wa ha ni nyina no ɛyɛ out.
Legend utie. The one so wakɔyɛ boka amboa no. No wayɛ no ho sɛ ɔyɛ mala ɔyɛ imam. Ɛna wayɛ boka na amboa na afei de ɔmo kye ne sɛ ɔyɛ boka na afei no wayi ne ho afiri Islam na ɔyɛ yi. No the Islam.
I don't know about that though.
Or the Islam akata ni na ɔyɛ boka.
But ne ɛyɛ ka ne sɛ umu sa ensin a Nyankopɔn edi wɔ Quran mu wɔ bebia na otimi de nsin, otimi de ne ho di nsin. Enti no ma enya onwanwa. He swear by himself. And also ultimately swear by his creation. What sama iwa tarik me dinsi me di esuru dinsi. What shams me di ewia edinsi. Enti sa ohu sa nneema we no mu nyina wo Quran mu a me nya wagen say bia nyame no o ye mienu amaze ba ko ye inferior na ba ko ye. No, it's not like that. That's not how the Quran goes.
No, sisi legend. Me show say sisi menim sisi ujira so. Sisi.
Enti sa we ya obe sa kasa we obe ka etre se onimu hwe fa.
No, because mu man the platform here am mu dem kasa.
It's very simple.
Legend. No, skeptic. What be skeptic?
Yeah. Mu release
skeptic. Skeptic ebueti.
Okay, mebo. Okay, yan kasa.
Yeah.
Yewu obia Muslim anase debi.
Yewu obia Muslim anase debi.
No, akola be yebo wu ni bia no na oye Muslim anase na wonye Muslim ni.
Yeah. Akola bia yeah. No, so Nyabutrans a skeptic. Legend.
Yeah.
Mr. Oba answer na no.
Obet me answer. Say do baby.
Possibility. Met me.
Yeah. Me asema me can say like okay.
No, I skeptic. Sense.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to be a me say bia. Me say bia kwan ho na.
Yeah, wait me.
Okay. Skeptic. It's you. Hello?
Me question in answer because na me share we be TikTok we be and na mal be o preaching or see or see ye wa kolabia na we Muslim na onyi no na bia na ni parents and say bibia o tin na o masesa na wa kwa dani we
yeah
but na me person me clarify intina me bi sam no sa ni na sentisa
and the tennis akwabia be woni bia no so down ngen bia no we kramoni kwapem so beduru ni mpeni mbreso be hu obetima differentiate papa ne bone so from then no na we choose so be we turning back against Islam now say he's not part of us but yeah that's it
but here kasano sisi ano ye braba ku bi ka se na sisi onye kremusumda anase na onye kremunida inti na wo wrong anase se de be anase oni mo na wonim Islam
me say tie de me kan me say na why no ho say why imam ewo babi na ya kan say odi Islam afra na oye boka ambwa no na afi de o kasa tie Islam.
Okay mati It automatic there obia ye kremu Donald Trump mu nyina Hitler mu nyina ye mu o mu nyina ye wo mu as kremu for na okay whether ye pepe
like ya me that respect ubisa no na me ka bibi kakra afani ya ubisa no
okay
me ka bibi kakra afani ya ubisa no won say abribia me ka kire me brothers say hwe esoro ne asase ene emu niema Nyankopon boy ye niema ye hu ene niema ye hu ene anwanwade a ye nyina ye nitua mframa abribia ye home na 1 second kra mframa ntwada wohu na aduane a debia ye di abribia aduane wo ho ye friend saying ye ntimi nkasa Nyankopon bo sa niema we nimu nyina kwa Eno ye 1 2 unipa na oba mu no nso no ufiri hi ena wabeduru ha ena ehe na wokọ enti wumbisa ho you don't ask yourself these questions ufiri hi ena wabeduru ha ehe na wokọ eso obi bia oye badwimba bia no utimi bisa ho sa question we memetena wiase te sebe tafrache manususum na so aboa bi keke te se enwan ne mponche ne enkokọ onyia ne yakunare na okọ even pro no pro owo ne ho onfaso efi se yakunu de ya aduane di na wo abetena asasi so wo dia ne se wo beba bewo na wakọ ana na che se ehuni faso se wo ba keke asasi so no wabewo pro ebinom ba akoro ma anwo ena omo di wu sa akọe na che se what is the purpose of life ene na se obi sa ho enti se bi utafrache
okay
kasa
okay.
Nen bra
Because who kasa who see
skeptic mpacho sankofa before be wie no na mpacho asem bia fa me ho wa ante ya na wa mama clarify me ho and sro pa skeptic continue
okay we dey ma make comment o mkakra de oka no who kasa no uma examples we are mframa who see bibia ye bo bia wo mfaso so but ana who kasa no so biem na who see nipa ese wo bi so ho se wo free mfa na se wan bisa na nema wo jina na se utina hos wo se
na wo free na wabedu na wokọ
yes enfa no free enfa no bedru yeah like enfa na wokọ ena sa moment na wo kasa no ena wo si onipa sa wan bisa sa questions we na sa utina hos it means say mfaso bia ne wo ho so
oni aboa ye pe
but who kasa so no uma example no usi ade bia won faso ade bia nyame boy
me say oni aboa ye pe nka aboa mpo ho won faso efise ye kunu de ne aduane di tie na me kan the purpose of life when to me hu ne nti a wo asase so na ye so oni aboa ye pe that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but aboa no won faso ye kunu pepper soup.
Yes.
But aboa no faso and na wo si nipa na ono te hon oni faso na adịtị sị wo bi nipa na
me try say wo be ba asase so na wabewu akọ wo ba na wabewu na ukọ wo purpose ne say ye nyina ye ba ne ye wu ko na ebi no mu sori na wo mu wo na ebi ko what is the purpose eno no purpose bi anim se sa na nyankopon boy wiase na ye se hu ni faso
yeah but me bo eno no wo na wo dwin sa o ebi obi ha to no
David your life span you say your nipa life say nipa life span tie say nipa life span you say 50-60 oko ni wache kra 70. So what is the purpose? Aba wama eba ni nyina wama ba 70-80 no omko 70-80 ni atwa so what is the purpose? This is the question.
They all can say bi nyini say you can majority.
Mami comment kakra
you can especially meba you can majority say or patch say nipa majority say na ewu according to yen time certain age. You say bi nyini pa ba tedide mu 1 but wo hwe sisi ana te say o kan 50-60 infinity 50-60 say boy ya ti aba from
okay
wo hwe December ya ti aba from 40 impo so what you say so we are speaking about majority but say nipa nyini pa dey up to